So at this point, I started hearing hens across the brush line that separated this pocket field that I was sitting on from the main field, and I tried to coax them in.
I almost wonder if they made their way on the other side of that tree line. This is my first time hunting this property at daybreak. I got in here just at daybreak. Super windy, it rained last night. Just really crappy conditions. And I'm in this pine thicket, and this bird gobbles. I mean, less than 100 yards away on the roost. And where he was roosted was kind of like at a bot, or I'd say like a funnel or a bottleneck. It's a pinch between this corn stubble field over here to my right and just looks like regular mowed grass on the other side. So I figured, turkeys being turkeys, they would pitch down into this corner of the corn stubble field. I thought it was a done deal. Dad wasn't even gonna have to make a call. Well, they pitched down. There's two gobblers. They pitched down into this wide open woods, and there's a hen in there with them. I just heard the hen. I want to hear them gobble one more time to tell me exactly where they're going. I have permission to hunt those open woods, but I also don't want to get busted, so I don't know. This was such a money hide right here and everything. I thought for sure it was done. Oh well. There's a couple of hens off to my right. Don't know where they came from. I can't see them, but I sure can hear them.
As I got up to try to get eyes on the other side of the brush line, I ended up seeing a tom strutting and a whole bunch of hens chasing each other. So as I was dipping back into the pines, I thought I heard a gobble from inside of the pine thicket, and well, you'll see what happens. gosh.
Oh, hook daddy. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, man. What a freaking... Well, I want to thank Dave Owens for starting this trend. Definitely makes you just sit back and relax. So, I got here right at daybreak. And I'm in this pine thicket behind me. It was super windy and rainy last night and into this morning. So I figured these turkeys would fly down in these fields. Well, this is only my second time on this permission piece, but the first time right at daybreak. I mean, I had one gobble on the roost less than 100 yards away. I got set up. I was like, it's over. I don't even have to call. They're gonna fly straight down to this field because of how crappy the night was, and they're wet. Well, there ended up being another gobbler a little bit further in with a hen. And they all flew down and they went straight in to the woods. It's like, what the heck? Sat there for a little bit, expecting them to work out. They didn't work out in this section of the field. And this MC tick. And I got up. I kept hearing a hen over here across this fence line that separates the field. And I got up. I started walking a little bit. I looked up,
and there's a tom strutting probably 100 yards away, and a whole bunch of hens chasing each other and everything. So I was gonna dip back down into this pine thicket, kind of just wait them out, wait for them to clear, because everything's so open here. The woods are open, and well, as I'm doing that, this one gobbles, that's with all these hens, and then I thought I heard a gobble in the pine thicket. I was like, there's no way, because this goes straight up to the owner's house, and it's so thick. Well, I listened for a second, he gobbled again in the pine thicket, so I set up as in the best spot I could. I knew he'd probably come out to the field and work around and try to get to these hens. So I set up, he came out a little too far, and he eventually got behind some brush. I was able to move to the left. I shot him at like 15 yards. This is not a day that you would expect action like that, but they're the most slept on days for sure. It's also my first time carrying a tripod with me, just filming with my phone. Dude, what a good morning. I always said I love hunting when it's drizzling, and it's a little mist right now. Nice bird though. I mean, good enough beard. Looks like it kind of got cut off at some point, or froze off. But he's got good spurs. Inch spurs, maybe. He did it right, man. He did it right. I'm happy I was able to get on film. I didn't think I was going to be able to. Well, there's at least two more in here. I couldn't hear all the way across the field to there's an even bigger chunk of woods over there that I know quite a few turkeys are hanging out in. So, I don't know, maybe I get my dad in here or something.